A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal move, California Governor Gavin Newsom has filed a temporary restraining order aimed at blocking President Donald Trump from deploying National Guard and U.S. Marine troops to Los Angeles amidst ongoing protests against heightened ICE rates. This legal action, filed in U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California, seeks to maintain the status quo by preventing the military from engaging in general law enforcement activities beyond federal properties. Governor Newsom expressed deep concern over the unprecedented use of military forces against American citizens, stating, "The federal government is now turning the military against American citizens. Sending trained warfighters onto the streets is unprecedented and threatens the very core of our democracy." The governor accused Trump of acting like a tyrant rather than a president, urging the court to intervene against what he deems unlawful actions. The protests, which began last Friday, have intensified in response to the Trump administration's aggressive immigration policies, including the recent deployment of National Guardsmen to the city without the consent of state officials. This marks a historical shift, as it is the first time since the 1960s that a president has sent National Guard troops to a state without a formal request from the governor. Newsom's motion criticizes the military's involvement, arguing that it escalates tensions and deprives the state of essential resources. The governor highlighted the violent tactics of ICE officers, which have included the arrest of children and individuals without criminal records, exacerbating community fears and unrest. In a formal request to the president, Newsom called for the immediate recall of the National Guard, labeling the deployment a serious breach of state sovereignty. Despite this, Trump has responded by sending an additional 2,000 troops, further inflaming tensions. Newsom took to social media to express his discontent, stating that the initial 2,000 troops were left without proper provisions and that the deployment was more about satisfying the president's ego than ensuring public safety. The situation has escalated, with protests spreading beyond Los Angeles to other cities, including San Francisco and Austin, Texas. The Pentagon has indicated that the deployment of these troops could cost taxpayers $134 million, raising questions about the allocation of military resources amidst domestic unrest. As the protests continue, local officials and police chiefs have voiced their concerns about the military's presence, arguing that it complicates their ability to manage demonstrations safely. The ongoing situation reflects broader national tensions surrounding immigration policy and the use of military force within the U.S. As the legal battle unfolds, the implications for state-federal relations and civil liberties remain to be seen. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.